Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Wicked, and today I'm going to be doing a helpful commentary, advice commentary. I don't know what to call it, but we're going to be doing it, not live, of course, but instead this is going to be an 18 kill dub I got. So I got 18 kills landing at Space Center, sorry. Very first thing is, when you're landing, land somewhere beneath the airplane. Don't land super far away, otherwise it's going to take you way too long to get down. And yeah. Anyway, when landing at a site, once you picked a site and you're landing, land on a gun, not some piece of armor. In the end, a VSS or a crossbow, maybe not a crossbow, crossbows are really bad. In the end, a VSS is going to help you a lot better in the gunfight, more than a helmet will. So land on any gun that you can see. If you have a choice between guns, obviously pick the better gun. But if you have a choice between a gun, a pistol, anything versus a helmet, the pistol's going to help you. Whatever the gun is, it's going to help you a lot better than a helmet will. But I mean, that's just common sense. I want to make sure everyone's doing that. I don't land on something useless like ammo. It doesn't help if you don't have a gun. Anyway, I'm just going to be clearing up some of these people who don't have guns, who landed outside, are clueless. It's very simple. I'm not a big shotgun user, but this was pretty good. I got a few kills with the shotgun. It usually two-tap people, but as soon as I picked up a sniper rifle, as soon as I see it, I pick it up. Sniper rifles are so good. And the one thing is, sniper rifle is so good, but if it doesn't have a scope, it's worthless. The iron sights on the sniper rifle it's unbearable. It's so bad, you can't hit anything. I mean, if you can hit a 200 shot with the sniper rifle with no scope, I'm impressed. Good job. But anyway, as soon as I get a sniper rifle, I'm gonna put the scope on it and I'm gonna start using it. I see these two guys. I'm a little bit confused. Maybe they're just chasing each other. And then they both come at me, and I realize there's teamers. I don't know what they're doing, but they're teaming. So I didn't know what to do. I don't have any ammo for either of my guns. I switched to my shotgun, which didn't have any other bullets, so it's just a revolver time. I really like the revolver, and it two-shots this guy. Anyway, I switched to a gun that has ammo, and the reason being is because a gun, if you have a choice between a really bad gun with ammo and a gun that you absolutely adore with no ammo, pick the gun that has ammo. At least it can do something. Obviously, I enjoyed the shotgun. It did good for me, but I had to switch because it didn't have any ammo. And I mean, it helped me on later on. Around this time, I realized I have a good amount of attachments, so I'm going to start putting them on. Attachments are really important. Don't forget about them. I mean, a lot of people do, but it's important. They help a lot. You can actually... It's insane how much they help, especially scopes. I mean, I know I say it's a lot, but scopes are important. Okay, so coming up is going to be a really, really good gunfight, and it's going to show your sense of where you're safe and where you're not. So a little bit coming up here, I'm going to get shot at. I don't know where from. I mean, it's hard to say with where the bullets hit, but I thought it was from north. That's just how I've seen it as, but you'll see right here, coming up sometime. There it is. I get shot at from north. I know it's a sniper, it's not an assault rifle because they didn't keep spraying. I mean, it could be a pistol, I don't know. Anyway, I go to get cover from south because I've seen a guy there, but I want to make sure that I'm noting that I think there's somebody to my north. So I'm of course not going to stand still with my body facing to the north where I can get shot at. I'm going to just kind of keep moving, make it harder for them to hit me, even if there is no one there, which ended up to be no one, but I make sure that I'm thinking that there is, so I want to make sure that I'm staying safe there. Anyway, I get into a really close gunfight here. This guy has a shotgun, I didn't know that. He's going to do a lot of damage, like insane amount of damage. And we're going to see here, he's going to miss his two shots and he's going to hit me once, and I'm at 84. I realize this and I realize I'm super weak. I get shot from the south, which puts me in a bad position. I was going to get sandwiched, so I moved out of that situation instead of staying there to heal. If I would have stayed there to heal, that person from the south could have easily sniped me. Instead, I went and moved away and got into a better position to heal. I didn't stand there with my back facing towards them. I made sure that I was in a good position. I was safe to heal. I mean, if you can't do that and you're forced to heal in the open, do it. It's whatever. You have to do it, right? Because health comes first. I mean, it's harder to win a gunfight with 8 HP than with 300, right? So obviously, if you have to heal in the open, heal in the open. But if you can move out of the gunfight, move out of where you're gonna get sandwiched, and then heal, it's gonna be a lot better for you guys. You're gonna get the heal off safely. You're not gonna die, and you'll be able to actually reassess the fight and go back to it from a different point of view, maybe with a different place than before, maybe with high ground, maybe not, maybe with low ground, whatever. You're gonna be able to go out the fight again, but this way with more health, and whatnot. That being said, you don't want to let other players get the health off. If you do a lot of damage, and then all of a sudden you just back off for no reason, they're gonna heal, obviously, right? They're not gonna heal while you're shooting at them, but they're gonna heal if they have a chance. So don't let that happen. Here I'm just gonna get a simple 2K. I have no idea what this guy was doing. I noticed he has a helmet on. I was a little nervous. I didn't know what he was doing, but anyway, I noticed it, and as you can see, I chased for it because I really want it, but I can't put it on for some reason. Always make sure you know that. If you see somebody with armor that's like a heavy armor, heavy headset, heavy whatever it is, don't aim at that spot. I mean, it's pretty easy to see it. It's a little bit darker than the rest. But if you don't aim at the spot, obviously that spot, it's gonna do less damage to them. So if you, I don't know exactly how it works, but for example, if they had a light helmet on and you shot them in the head, maybe it would do 70 damage. But maybe if they had a heavy helmet on, maybe it'd only do 20 or something like that. Obviously, it's going to lower the damage a lot. Now, those are not real numbers; those are just making up to make so you guys understand it. But it lowers the numbers a lot. Okay, so you want to make sure you're aiming for where they're not, whether they don't have armor, or for the weaker armor set. So if they have heavy armor, maybe a heavy headset, aim for the body. I mean, obviously heads are a lot better, but aim for the body. And also at the end, if you aim for their heavy armor, you could destroy their heavy armor, and then when you kill them, you don't get it. You know, you don't want that. You want the heavy armor. Anyway, this is a really good gunfight right next coming up here. He's gonna come up on my left right there. And as you guys can see, I kind of fall down a little bit, and I keep going down because then he can see less of me. I don't know if that's, I could probably go back and see exactly how much he's seen of me, but I want to make sure that they get as less point of view. You don't want to be standing in the open. And another gunfight right here. I love this gunfight. I've watched it so much. It's so good. I love it. This man is just hitting me, just blasting with shots. I'm gonna die, right? I notice I'm weak. I noticed that if I healed with my medium, I was going to get right up to full, so I go and heal with my medium. I noticed there's some guy down here. I probably shouldn't have took the shot. I mean, whatever. I took the shot and I killed him, thank goodness. But then this guy knew exactly where I was. He heard it and he's coming towards me. I get the kill on him anyways. So, as I was saying, don't stand in the open. If you're in a gunfight, it's way better to be in cover than not. I mean, it's common sense, but if you can be in cover, be in cover. It's going to help you in the long run. You're going to take less damage. Your armor is going to go down a lot less. It's just a lot better. You know, it's something you want to definitely do. Anyway, I go down to see this guy. This guy has so much heals. I don't know what to do. I was set for endgame with the amount of heals this guy had. Thank goodness this guy, I killed him. As you can see, he was one of those people who drive around in cars and run over people. And I hate those people. I'm sorry, but I hate them. If you're one of those people, get out of the car and actually do some fighting. I mean, there's no rocket launchers, there's nothing to take you down except for an AR. But by the time you take down a car, you lose all of your ammo. So I don't know. I hate the cars. I don't go on them only for transport. But cars are overpowered. If you see one, get on a rock or something. They can one tap you. I mean, it's kind of, yeah. Anyway, as we can see there, I was getting a little off topic there. You notice at the storm that I'm actually in the storm. I'm in one of the best places to be in the storm, and hence why that guy pushed me. He knew that this was going to be a good spot. He knew there's a terminal up here. He pushed it, and I was already here. So I made sure to hunker down and make sure I kill him. And be wary that people are going to be wanting to push up here. It's one of the best spots. Anyway, I see where the two last people are, and I'm going to go down and trying to get some nice snipes on them. Anyway, make sure you have storm awareness. You know where the storm is. You know where the best place to be in the storm is. If you don't know, it's usually high ground. If there's no high ground, if it's flat, it's usually where the best cover is, of course, right? But high ground wins a lot of gunfights. As you guys will see here, I'll have an insane view on the entire map, rest of the map that's here. If I could snipe anyone, you know what I mean? I could snipe. It was really good. Anyway, I go for some snipes on this guy. I don't kill him. I just keep lowering his HP, and yeah. Okay. So one thing about sniping that no one really talks about is you usually don't get kills with sniping. I mean, you might get that nice headshot like I did before with the guy by the car. You might get something like that, but the reality is most of the time you won't get a kill, especially at long range. And the reason being is because as soon as you make a snipe, if it's suppressed maybe, but they're gonna know where you hit them from. So what they're gonna do, they're gonna get in cover towards you. You can't do much else than that, right? The thing is, if you can hit them as much as you can, you're gonna lower their armor. You might lower the health, which is great. The only thing is they're going to be able to heal it up with duct tape or health, which sucks, but I mean, it's whatever. You're making them waste their health so they don't have any health when they come in towards you. Waste their duct tape. Maybe even if you get lucky, you could take off part of their armor, and then eventually when you push them or when somebody else pushes them, it's going to be a little bit of an unfair fight, and the person you're shooting at is going to die more likely. Now, something to note here, I was aware of my left and right. I knew there was two guys, one guy to my left and one guy to my right. Now, I should have been a little bit more careful to the guy to my right, instead of focusing to this guy who's a little bit more to my left. And if the guy to my right decided to push me, he could have easily got a good kill on me, right? He could have snuck up behind me and pushed me. But the thing is, if you watch that clip, you notice that the guy to the left that I'm sniping at starts firing to his right. And I know that because, I seen it. And that made sure, it told me that the guy was not pushing towards me. The guy I couldn't see in that fight was not pushing towards me. So thank God I stayed up there and I just kept fighting. Anyway, this is the last gunfight with a viewer. It was a pretty good gunfight. If I had to give him a tip, which, hey, if you're watching this, awesome. Thanks, man. It was fun playing with you, Ellie Fox. But the thing is, in the gunfight, you should have stayed back a little bit more, stayed in cover. You shouldn't have pushed. I had cover. I stayed there in that spot. I didn't push you or anything like that. You should have stayed in cover. You could take these tips or not, but you should have stayed in cover. Either waited for me to push you or just kind of sat back and shot at me, whatever. But anyway, he was on the stream the entire time, so I do want to say thank you to Ellie Fox. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'll plan on making more with higher kill games, of course. Currently 18 is my highest kill. If you guys enjoy these, please leave a like. If you guys have any tips or comments you want to share with me what I should improve on and whatnot, please tell it down below and I'll definitely read them. Anyways, guys, that is going to be all. My name is Wicked Scholar, and I'm out. Every time I fuck you, but